Hey y'all, it's me, and it is a Lesbian Visibility Day. Happy Lesbian Visibility Day and Pride Month, if that's what's going on with you right now and where you're located at. And I wanted to just talk to you guys about the ability to be adaptable as a queer person. And I want to really address both the audience that's my age, the 50 plus, and I also want to address the younger generation. I come from being Generation X. I come from having to hide, especially in high school, having to be terrified of being out, having to hear people's coming out stories be so heart-wrenching and sad and things like that. And just a lot of restriction, a lot of labeling, a lot of just really restriction all around. Even within our own community, there's so much restriction. And what I want to say is, honestly, I've always been the type of person who's always evolving. And I'm at a stage where I don't even really resonate with a lot of lesbians my age, because a lot of lesbians my age are still really stuck in mental boxes when it comes to how they view energy, roles, and things like that. And I think that's why I'm drawn to younger people, because the perspective is so fresh and evolving and progressive. And that's just kind of like my vibe as a soul. I don't really enjoy staying the same or staying stuck in anything, in a mindset, an attitude, or anything, a belief system. So it's like we need to get out of this thing of like the labels, right? Like, of course, I am feminine presenting, and my energy is primarily feminine, even though I also am very aware of my masculine energy and how to tap into that when necessary. But there's people that are on the spectrum. There's people that like to switch it up. There's people that don't want to be in these confined ways of being based on what society thinks they should be. I think people should just be allowed to be themselves and be happy in whatever that means for them. Whatever that means for them. So if you identify as masculine presenting, but you have what society considers some traits that are more feminine, or vice versa, you're feminine presenting, but you have some things about you that is considered masculine, then you know what, you have to live your life for yourself. You can't be living your life for other people. That's just a really important lesson in general. And so when it comes to heteronormative behavior, when it comes to masculine presenting queer women taking on this toxic masculinity and just all of this heteronormative things and taking on the worst traits of what they consider masculinity to be, it really just limits you and crushes the soul to a point to where you're stuck in this pattern that really isn't helping anyone. It's not helping you to grow in your relationships. It's not helping you to develop empathy for yourself and other people. When you're disconnected from your emotional nature and your feminine energy as a masculine presenting queer, it creates a space that's very limiting for you, in that you're not able to explore the full universe that's within you. And there's so much that could be potentially within you that you want to express. And because you're afraid of what your current partner would feel, then you hold back. And this doesn't only apply to your expression and your behaviors. This applies to your love style, your relationship style. If your particular relationship style changes over time, you need to know that that is perfectly okay. It is okay to change. It is okay to grow. It's okay to expand. And a lot of lesbians my age, they're stuck in this mindset where it's, I'm this way and this is the way it's gonna be. But why? And it doesn't have to be that way. You can change, you can grow. And you can also not be so critical of the younger generation and the things that they're doing and the way they're expressing themselves, and they're living outside of these boxes that we've given them, even as older queer people. That's so wrong. And we need to acknowledge that although we are pioneers for rights, we also are pioneers for establishing really unhealthy dynamics within our community. So, it's not helpful to model certain behaviors because of what other people want you to do. So I want you to keep that in mind, that energy is energy. And some people don't want to be identified as anything or labeled as anything. And that's perfectly okay. And, I've always identified as high femme. Really, I'm just myself at this point. I don't want to deny my own masculine energy or my dark feminine energy, if you would like to call also into play. It's just another aspect of feminine energy. And we can also move beyond our sexual or sensual expression. As a former pillow princess many years ago, I've been reformed for many years. Sometimes what you want changes, and sometimes what satisfies you changes, and that should also be okay. And it's okay if you don't want someone who's limited. And even apply that to yourself. If you no longer want to be limited in your expression, whatever that means for you, whether it's your sensual expression, whether it's your relationship style, maybe you started out monogamous and now you want to explore polyamory. Maybe you're a poly and now you feel like maybe exclusivity is a better fit for you. Maybe you switch it up and you're flexible, like me. I've been flexible my whole life when it comes to that. I can be in either relationship style. I'm just really flexible as a person. I love that for me. So I want that for everyone. I want everyone to be able to be free and to express themselves how they want without fear of criticism or limitation, because in the end, nobody's fucking opinion matters except for your ability to be in your own skin and to be comfortable and to be happy and to be free. So that is my message for today. I want to wish you once again happy Lesbian Visibility Day. We are out here. Some of us are still unable to be freely ourselves based on where we're living at, our location, our country, our culture. So I want to send love and supporting energy out to you all too. Love and light.